Greetings, class. I'm going to discuss the environmental factors influences on students. All right, your belief about the impact of learning environment and on teaching and learning. So I believe that environmental factors play a huge role in students' learning. Also, teachers' environment plays a huge role in learning. So I'm going to the next slide so we can discuss more in detail about it. Effects of good and bad environmental learning environments. So from experience, and also reading other stories and articles and everything else related to childhood or students distractions and teachers as well. So this is something that a chart that talks about like the climate. So if it's like hot or it's not cool enough or it's like not a comfortable temperature, it could be more irritation, distractions, as far as that two space. So if you're in like a tight space, there's no room to really like move around, stretch your legs, elbow room, so on and so forth. It can cause distractions. Also, a relationship in the classroom. So developing a rapport as far as like not just socializing with the teacher and student because they need a good rapport individually, but the child or the student should have some type of social interaction with other students as well. Classroom material, more creative. So instead of everything being in black and white, add some color to it, add some projects to it, add some, to make it more interesting, more intriguing. Cleanliness of the classroom. So the more clean the classroom is, more neat, more seem like everything has a place, the more comfortable the environment can be, if it smells nice, so on and so forth. Um, so I just add some other things in here too. Sleep deprivation, which is important because which is important and it also plays a role in environmental factors for me. For say you are a person that don't sleep that well, or you sleep too much, or say you wear glasses or contacts or whatever have you not, you have vision impaired issues, it can aggravate your mood. It can also change your emotion, make your emotionally unstable, because the brain has to rest. We all know that, from taking anatomy and physiology, the brain has to rest. So it can decrease the productivity and decision making and impair your memory and cognitive brain functions, the less lack of sleep, which can be an issue, which some students have depending on their environmental factors, home environment. It can cause them to have less sleep, so on and so forth. Also added here 5 factors that also can affect the students' learning and this and that. Mental distractions, uncomfortable temperature, like I talked about, sound, distraction, visual, and unattractive learning environment, which is what we talked about also in the other slide, breaking more down. As you can see here in this pictures here, the female in the left-hand corner over there, she's falling asleep. You see someone down there at the bottom, right under her picture, is someone that's on the phone instead of doing their work. They're distracted with their cellular device on a game. And then you see this other guy here, he's texting on his phone. So those are some other things, technology, that also can cause uh, distractions. All right, how your teaching philosophy may have changed since you initially draft your statement early in the course. So, a couple of things that changed in mine from the project we submitted earlier prior is that I believe that I would have added more in depth the environmental factors. Actually looked in like the technology, this and that. What are the environmental factors that can interfere with the students' learning, so on and so forth. Um, so I believe a person believe impact teaching, the way the lessons are taught. No one teaches the same. I believe everybody's different. Just students have different ways they learn best. Teachers have to do. You have to do to try to get them to learn with less distractions. All right, continue with how do teachers believe to affect their teachers and learning. So I know a lot of teachers believe in, just like I believe in with dealing with students or soldiers or whatever have you not. Environmental factors do play a big role in some students learning, a lot of them. So I try to create arrange my classroom to where it's an effective learning environment, first off, both, be and the student develop a rapport So when they're in my classroom, they're in my classroom or in my vicinity when I'm teaching. All right, how to create an effective learning environment for your students. My thing was, like I said, arranging your classroom to create an effective learning environment are the first steps to engage your students. You know what I'm saying? For both teacher and students should be easy, accessible to all material that they need to learn. So have different things to put in place. Could be handouts. I love handouts too, so on and so forth, so that they have that material that they need so they can learn. Also, I have different things in here in this slide here where it talks about creating a strong learning environment, foster teacher quality, lead and support instruction, organize class, organize school to support the whole student. And then how the environment affects or inspiration to students. Considering the powerful influence the environment is only the students and its importance as a primary influence of inspiration to students. It can be argued that the academic achievement of the student could be enhanced or hindered depending on the environmental factors on the student. All right, and there's my references.